possibly.
All right. Here's the thing that I was thinking of. Survival horror video games, not as good as they used to be.
No.
Well, if you talk about Left 4 Dead, that's a survival horror video game I think of. But I haven't played that many, so it's really hard for me to say.
Okay, ones that are actually... Okay, I guess I'll take it this way. Ones that are actually scary, say original Resident Evil versus Resident Evil 5 or 6, where it's not really about a story that's scary and you don't know what's going to jump out at you, to more like, oh shit, these things are coming at me. I saw them coming a mile away because it's broad fucking daylight, and it's a parasite, no longer really a zombie infection. And like, you know, it's just kind of a thing where survival horror has taken a change to where, like, kind of the evolution of how zombies went. Zombie movies from the 80s and 90s were all about being scared, where in the late 2010s to now, it's all about just hordes of zombies and like having enough ammo to kill them all. Like, that's kind of the evolution in survival horror that I've seen.
What do you think, Chris? I haven't actually played either of those games.
Let's see here. Well, I like the direction that they are kind of going. They're going back to scare tactics.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that with Outlast, or sometimes with Amnesia.
Yeah.
There's some other ones that have scare tactics where you have nothing but you have no weapon. You just have a flashlight, and your only option is to run and hide. Those are great horror games. They're not. I wouldn't say they're survival games because you're not really surviving. You're just trying to escape. But maybe you are trying to survive when you escape.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think is the original survival horror game?
I'll just go from my experience. I like the original Resident Evil because not only was it about like ammo conservation, you go down a hallway expecting something to happen, nothing happens in the hallway, and then you get the item and you're on your way back, and all of a sudden a fucking dog jumps through the window, and then not only that, it's also compounded with like they intentionally made shitty controls that you had to like fumble with and learn and panic in doing. Like, that just induced more of the oh my god factor.
Yeah, I don't know. The only survival horror game I can really think of that I've actually played is Doom 3, where either you have the flashlight out or you have the gun out, and you have to quick switch between the two, and you're like, oh shit, there's a zombie! Okay, well, now I'm shooting it.
Yeah, Doom 3 was really good at the horror aspect, even though it was like all cybernetic and stuff. It still scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I don't know. None of those, like, I played that game because I wanted to be scared with all the lights off and stuff like that, but it didn't do its job.
All the lights off.
Yeah, well, how else do you play a horror game?
You're right. I play them on stormy nights.
Stormy Nights alone.
Oh, it's storming. I gotta play some Resident Evil.
I still play. I would say Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Silent Hill is probably one of my favorites.
Silent Hill is an actual survival horror game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Silent Hill I thought was pretty good. Silent Hill 2 I thought was great, and then they went downhill.
Then they went down.
Then they went downhill.
Then they went down Silent Hill.
How many Silent Hills are there?
There's 4 or 6.
Yeah, there's between 4 and 6.
There's at least number-wise there are 4, but then there's so many side stories like Silent Hill: The Room, which wasn't bad, I guess.
Yeah, they're like handheld ones for the PSP and PS Vita.
Yeah.
Silent Hill: The Room wasn't bad. I mean, it all took place in a room, obviously.
Yeah.
That's why it's called The Room.
It's just that the room kept changing, and you're just like, what the fuck's going on? There's another survival horror game out there, I forgot what its name, but it made you believe that the game was over. Like, it said, please turn off your system. And then...
Well, wasn't that there, like, that Flash, My Little Pony survival horror games that's kind of, like, weird and they, like, fuck up your system?
The creepypasta video games.
What? Oh, those.
I want to go on a little tangent here. Calling something a .exe game is not what people think it is. A .exe means it's an executable file, which a lot of old disk and floppy disk games were based out of. Now they're like apps and stuff. Like people, like kids nowadays, look at something called something .exe and they're like automatically think it's a creepypasta horror. Like,
really?
Yeah.
That's retarded.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are thinking right now. And
EXE is execute.
Whenever I see a .exe, I'm like, oh, it's an execute. It's an execute.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what's it executing? And then they're like, no, it's not executing anything. It's a fucking horror creepypasta. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I was expecting, but...
Well, that's how things evolve over time.
Yeah, names, like, meanings change. Which they really shouldn't, because It's fucking destroying language right there.
Well, fucking talking old English then, Phil. You're doing.
It's like .rar.
Yeah. Nobody knows what a RAR is. And how you have to have a separate program to run a RAR and open a RAR.
RAR.
RAR! KatyPerry.rar.
Chris
wait,
just like saying rar.
With Resident Evil 5, I was disappointed because, one, I thought it would be a little bit scarier because I thought there'd be a lot more jump scares and like more like fatality stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not very scary when you have another person by you shooting. I'm like, really? I mean, we both have like machine guns or like rocket launchers. What could possibly harm us?
Yeah, like the first playthrough you and I did, we had no advanced weaponry. We get to the first chainsaw guy, we're like, oh shit, run! It's not because it's scary, it's like, oh shit, he's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And then we play again, we did perfectionist mode, and we unlocked every fucking upgrade and attachment for every weapon, and we just take him down as soon as he comes through the fence.
Yeah. And remember the chainsaw guy in there where like you go on second life, so you shoot him and he dies, and then he gets up again. So we just sat there with our guns pointing at his head. I kept knifing him, trying to get him to get back up. He gets back up and dies instantly.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's doing a sit-up, and he just falls down. That's fucking funny. The first playthrough, I got a little freaked out when we were in the tunnel, and then all the spiders came at us. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck are these? Yeah. Like, I think they're nice spiders, and then one climbed on you and started sucking your blood out. Like, nope, they're not nice.
They gave me a hug.
It's like the in Resident Evil 4, which I thought was also really good, where I was like, oh, the puppies! Like, puppies, all the puppies from Give Me a Hug. Oh no, that's not a hug! It's ripping my face off!
Well, you don't like puppies anyway, so.
Yeah.
I like the Resident Evil Revelations one because that went back to the whole horror aspect, because the first Resident Evil took place in a mansion where things were just popping out, and the second one Resident Evil Revelations took place mainly on a ship, but was made out to be a mansion like the first one, so it had the whole throwback thing. And then they had this one girl who turned into a zombie, and she would chase you throughout the ship periodically throughout the gameplay after you like.
That would be an interesting concept, actually. Throughout the whole game, there's this force that you can't kill, and it's chasing you throughout the whole level. And you need to use your speed, and you have to ammo conserve properly, and just to get through.
Yeah,
I think that would be interesting. I think that would be a lot. I think that would bring a lot of the scare factor back. 'Cause you're like, oh god, like I need to keep going, but I don't know what's up ahead.
you don't know when they're gonna pop
I don't know when
out.
they're gonna pop out.
If
Do I have enough ammo for this? Oh shit! Like,
are they going to be in the room ahead, or if I stay in this room, will they come in the door behind me?
yeah.
Like,
And you know in the back of your mind, you're like, oh god, where's that unforeseen force that's coming at me?
I was kind of like in the first Condemned Criminal Origins, the second to the last boss fight, I guess you could call, was with the serial killer, and you're chasing each other around in an abandoned house in the dark, which is like that unseen force. You're like, you don't know when he's gonna pop out and get you. It's just freaking insane.
I think what they need to do, if survival horror genre is in trouble, I think what they need to do is they need to give you less chances to live. Because nowadays, with these survival horror games, they give you all these guns at the beginning, they give you all these health packs. I think now you need to scarce the bullets, scarce the health. That way you really feel like, God, I need to really survive here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, my first playthrough on Halo CE, didn't know the context, didn't know what the Flood were going to be, didn't have any concept about them. That first level with the Flood, even though it was Halo CE and everything's colorful and bright and blue and pink and purple, that still freaked the shit out of me. Because, like, they didn't throw ammo at you because there are just all these infection forms coming at you at first, and it's the creepy music playing, and it's really awesome. Like, we need to get back to that, where it's like, they're not overpowering you, they have gritty music and not just some, like, epic, like, big band kind of thing like they're doing nowadays with, like, a sousaphone playing in your ear. It's more like a very quick string quartet.
Oh, yeah. I remember those, actually.
Mm.
You lose shit if a jump scare was happening. Also, you just hear like this rap music. You're just like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. It just survival horror needs to. I think it's taken a turnaround because of like YouTubers doing the whole reaction jump scare things.
People want to get spooky.
Well, people like survival horror nowadays. Like more and more people are getting into it, and more games are being released in the genre. It's just not what either of you are used to, I would say.
Yeah. Like Alien Isolation. That would be something more like what we're talking about, where there's one thing chasing you in this really dilapidated place, and you don't know when it's going to pop out, and you can't kill it.
Well, that's why Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever it is so popular, because it's very simple. There's something going to get you, and you can only press these 5 different buttons in order to stop it from eating your face off and stuffing you.
Yeah, but after a while, that basically becomes like pattern assimilation.
Well, yeah, but it's a creepy-ass game, and it's just like, you never see it until it's actually grabbing you and stuffing you into a dilapidated mannequin suit so you die.
Yeah.
The whole concept of what they do to you if they catch you is just so fucked up, and you see the end screen where they're gouging out your eyes and putting the mask on or whatever it is.
Yeah. Ugh. No, I remember being as a child, like, going to, like, those circus pizzas, and they had the animatronics up front playing the music and dancing back and forth, and then after a few years you go back and they're still doing it, but you can hear all the mechanics haven't been keeping up with them, so you just hear their gears crank, crank, crank.
You probably just didn't notice it as a kid, honestly.
Oh, probably.
I've only seen one of those.
Because animatronics in Chuck E. Cheese's, believe it or not, are not that advanced.
Oh, yeah. Animatronics are just a thing. It's really creepy. And amazing at the same time.